99% students do not have the strong understanding and clarity on subject and predicate, phrase and clause, and simple, compound, and complex sentences. Do you really understand sentences, subject and predicate, phrases and clauses, or do you just remember their definitions? Because in the exam, definitions alone won't save you. One small mistake in identifying a subject, predicate, phrase, or clauses can cost your marks. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the exact concepts, easy identification tricks, and exam-oriented rules you need to get these questions right. No complicated grammar, no unnecessary theory, just clear concepts that can help you understand the questions better. So, are you ready to master these foundational grammar basics before your board exams? Let's begin. Building blocks, mastering sentence structure. Every great piece of writing, from a novel to a legal brief, is built from the same fundamental unit, the sentence. Understanding how sentences work and how to wield their different forms is the foundation of clear, powerful, and engaging communication. The anatomy of a thought. A sentence is far more than a string of words. It is a syntactic unit that expresses a complete thought. Every sentence, regardless of length or complexity, is built from two essential components working in harmony: the subject and the predicate. When you talk about subject, the who or what the sentence is about, it is the actor, the topic, or the entity being described. Without a subject, a sentence has no anchor. Example, the scientist discovered a breakthrough. The predicate, the action or state of being attributed to the subject. It tells us that the subject does, feels, or is. The predicate always contains the verb. Example, the scientist discovered a breakthrough. The golden rule: every sentence must contain both subject and a predicate, and must express a complete thought to stand on its own. Level 1. The simple sentence. The simple sentence is the most direct form of expression. It contains exactly one independent clause, one subject predicate pair delivering one complete thought. Despite its simplicity, it is a powerful rhetorical tool. Short, punchy, simple sentences create emphasis, urgency, and clarity. Structure and power. Structure: one independent clause only, no dependent clauses, no additional independent clauses. Power: focused, direct, and impact heavy, ideal for stating facts, delivering conclusions, or creating dramatic emphasis. Example, the team finished the project early. One subject, one verb, and one complete thought. Level 2. The compound sentence. A compound sentence joins two or more independent clauses, allowing writers to connect related ideas with equal weight. The clauses are linked through specific grammatical tools, each creating a slightly different rhythm and tone. 3 connection methods: coordinating conjunctions, conjunctive adverbs, and semicolon. Coordinating conjunctions: fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, preceded by a comma when joining two independent clauses. Conjunctive adverbs: words like however, therefore, moreover, nevertheless, used with a semicolon before and a comma after. Semicolon: a semicolon alone can join two closely related independent clauses without a conjunction. Example, in action, the project was challenging, semicolon, however, comma, we achieved our goal. We wanted to expand, but the budget didn't allow it. The data was clear. The team acted immediately. Level 3, the complex sentence. A complex sentence combines one independent clause with at least one dependent clause. This structure allows writers to show relationships between ideas, cause and effect, contrast, time and condition with precision and nuance. Subordination. Dependent clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions such as although, because, since, when, if, while, and unless. These words signal that one idea depends on another. Unequal weight. Unlike compound sentences, complex sentences create hierarchy. The independent clause carries the main idea. The dependent clause provides supporting context, reason, or condition. Sample. Because the deadline was tight, we worked through the weekend. The dependent clause explains why. The independent clause delivers the main action. Level 4. The compound complex hybrid. The compound complex sentence is the most sophisticated structure. It combines two or more independent clauses with at least one dependent clause. This hybrid form allows writers to weave multiple ideas together, showing both equal relationships and hierarchical ones within a single sentence. Dependent clause, independent, and independent. B. The diagram above illustrates how a compound complex sentence layers a dependent clause alongside two independent clauses, creating a rich multi-layered statement. Sample. Although the storm arrived, we completed the exterior and the team celebrated inside. Breaking it down. Dependent clause. Although the storm arrived. Independent clause. 1. We completed the exterior. Independent clause 2. The team celebrated inside. Purpose-driven expression. Beyond structure, sentences are also classified by purpose. The type of sentence you choose shapes the tone, intent, and emotional impact of your writing. Mastering all four types gives you a full palette of expression. Declarative. States a fact or opinion. Ends with a period. The most common sentence type in writing. The store closes at 9 p.m. Interrogative. Asks a question. Ends with a question mark. Invites engagement and curiosity. When does the store close? Imperative. Gives a command or direction. The subject you is often implied. Ends with a period of exclamation mark. Close the store now. Exclamatory. Expresses strong emotion. Ends with an exclamation mark. Use sparingly for maximum impact. The store is finally closed. Precision editing. Avoiding pitfalls. Even skilled writers occasionally produce sentences that break the rules. Two of the most common errors, fragments and runs-on, undermine clarity and credibility. Understanding sentence structure is your best defense. The fragment. An incomplete thought that is missing a subject, a verb, or both. It cannot stand alone as a sentence. Fragment. Because the results were unclear. Fixed. Because the results were unclear, we repeated the experiment. The run on. Two or more independent clauses smashed together without proper punctuation or conjunctions. Run on. The data was inconclusive. We needed more time. Fixed. The data was inconclusive. We needed more time. The fix. Apply your knowledge of sentence types. Use commas plus conjunctions, semicolons or subordinating words to properly connect your clauses. Craft your legacy. Mastery of sentences. Variety is what separates functional writing from brilliant writing. When you control sentence structure, you control rhythm, pacing, emphasis, and tone. You become not just a writer but a craftsman of language. Create rhythm. Alternate between short, punchy, simple sentences and flowing complex sentences to give your writing a natural, engaging cadence. Show authority. Compound complex sentences. Demonstrate sophisticated thinking. Use them to connect nuanced ideas with precision and confidence. Engage your reader. Mix declarative facts with interrogative questions and exclamatory emphasis to keep your audience actively involved in your message. Your challenge: write one paragraph today using all four sentences or all four sentence types: simple, compound, complex, and compounds and complex, to master your own narrative and elevate your writing from basic to brilliant. Subject and predicate, the building blocks of sentences, a high school grammar guide to understanding how every sentence is built. What is a subject? Who or what? The subject is the person, place, or thing that the sentence is about. Ask the right question. Find it by asking who or what before the verb. Always required. Every complete sentence must have a subject. No exceptions. Types of subjects. Simple subject. Simple subject. Definition: a single noun or pronoun with no modifiers. The core word the sentence focuses on. Examples: he or she, dog or house, Sarah or pizza. Strip away all describing words. What's left is your simple subject. Types of subjects. Complete subject. The complete subject is the noun or pronoun plus all its modifying words, adjectives, articles, and descriptive phrases. Definition: noun or pronoun plus all modifying words attached to it. Example: the black dog barked loudly. Example 2: the trees across the bay swayed in the wind. My best friend Sarah loves grammar. Types of subjects. Compound subject. Mitch and Amy. Shared action. Definition: two or more subjects joined by a conjunction and or multiple people or things performing the same action. Examples: Mitch and Amy went to the store. The dog and the cat slept on the rug. He and I finished the project. What is a predicate? Action or description. The predicate tells the action of description that occurs in the sentence. What does the subject do? It tells what the subject does or what the subject is like. Always has a verb. Every predicate must contain a verb. That's the rule. Types of predicate, simple predicate. Definition: the main verb or verb phrase only, the shortest possible form of the predicate. Examples: just the verb, nothing extractized. Sit, runs, was, singing, could have danced. Predicate type 2. Types of predicates. Complete predicate. The complete predicate includes the verb plus all its modifiers, subjects, and prepositional phrases. Simple to complete. Sit, sit on the couch. Simple to complete. Was singing quietly in the hall. Simple to complete. Could have danced across the room. Includes adverbs, objects, and prepositional phrases. Everything after the subject. Predicate type 3. Types of predicates. Compound predicate. Definition: two or more predicates sharing the same subject, connecting by conjunctions and or but. Sample: she was singing and smiling at the crowd. He jumped on the bed and fell on the floor. Subject: one subject performing actions. Action 1: jumped on the bed. Action 2: fell on the floor. Connection: joined by and. That's a compound predicate. Putting it all together: complete subject, my friend James. Complete predicate: jumped on the bed and fell on the floor. Complete sentence: my friend James jumped on the bed and fell on the floor. The formula: subject plus predicate is equal to complete sentence. Full example: my friend James jumped on the bed and fell on the floor. Key rule: every complete sentence needs both parts to express a complete thought. Phrases and clauses, building blocks of sentences. Master the essential grammar structures that shape every sentence you write and read. What is a phrase? Works as a unit, a group of words that work together as a single part of speech. No subject plus verb. A phrase does not contain both a subject and a verb. That's what makes it a phrase. Cannot stand alone. It cannot function as a complete sentence on its own. What is a clause? Subject plus verb. A clause is a group of words that contains both a subject and a verb. May stand alone. Some clauses can stand alone as a complete sentence. Others cannot. Key difference: unlike a phrase, a clause always has that subject and verb combination at its core. Phrase versus clause at a glance. Type, example, and reason why. Phrase: on the rainy day. No subject or verb present. Clause: before it rained. Subject it and verb rained. Phrase: walking to school. No subject or verb present. Clause: because she was late. Subject she, verb was. Types of clauses. Independent clause. An independent clause makes a complete sentence all on its own. It expresses a full finished thought. Nothing is left having. She walked the dog. The umbrella suddenly broke. Notice how each example above could end with a period and be a perfectly complete sentence. That's the hallmark of an independent clause. Contains a subject and a verb, expresses a complete thought, and can stand alone as a sentence. Types of clauses. Dependent, also called a subordinate clause. A dependent clause has a subject and verb but does not express a complete thought. Cannot stand alone. it needs an independent clause to form a full grammatical correct sentence. Example, although she is hungry, question mark, then what? Because the rain is heavy, what happens because of it? Yeah. Types of phrases. Noun phrase. A noun phrase consists of a noun and all the words that modify it, articles, adjectives, and the other descriptors. It functions as a noun in the sentence as the subject, object, or complement. The smelly socks, a large Greek salad, that new action movie. Types of phrases. Verb phrase, main verb, helping verbs, adverbs. A verb phrase forms the predicate of a sentence. It includes the main verb plus any helping verbs or adverbs that work alongside it. For example, has been peacefully sleeping, might stop at the store, will host a party. Types of phrases, prepositional and gerund. Prepositional phrase, structure, preposition plus object plus modifiers. Of my favorite movies, with the blue shirt. Gerund phrase, structuring ing, verb, acting as noun plus object plus modifiers. Hitting nails with a hammer, needing help. Putting it all together, building blocks. Phrase and clauses are the functional, fundamental building blocks of every sentence you write. Phrase adds detail, they enrich meaning but can never stand alone as a complete sentence. Independent versus dependent. Independent clauses and standalone. Dependent clauses need a partner to be complete. Write stronger sentences. Understanding these structures helps you write clearer, more powerful sentences every time.